These people with deer antlers are moving forward. But they did not know that the bush they had just passed suddenly stood up. They are Ha-food people hiding here, waiting for people to pass by. When the people left, he took the sea slug and blew it. The faint voices of people hiding began to emerge. Some are hiding in trees. Some are hiding under a canopy of grass. Give safe marks to all clan members to start the game. A new life begins today. There are people pitching tents and people cooking. The kitchen team brought out the food, which was prepared by the old patriarch. At this time, when the man opened the book of prophecy, he did a search, and found out that there were 2 people in the book who were carrying deer antlers. But behind him were 2 wolves that fit the scene. This gave him a bad feeling. This means that this land will be in trouble. People are busy with their own work, and the kids accidentally walked into the yard. The children didn't think much and immediately started singing. They love this strange fruit. They eat and share. Everyone is engrossed in this mulberry garden. But unexpectedly, at this time, a boy saw a strange sign behind the tree. Through careful observation, it turned out to be the footprints of a wolf. Just finished talking. Behind the mountain peak, a wolf silhouette appeared. The girl immediately screamed. The kids started to leave. Fortunately, the bad wolf has yet to find the children. Children go to shelter. He was about to report this to the patriarch, but heard the patriarch speak to the sky. Soon accidents will strike here. At night, indeed, he saw a shooting star pass by. Curiosity prompted him to go where the meteorite fell. Here the fire is burning. There's someone else inside. At the same time, strange things began to appear in the human world. The girl who opened the door was a farm owner. When this man came to find her, he took the mother cow to check for her illness and remove the bones. The enormous belly of the cow caught the attention of the patrolling guards. He tried to squeeze the milk, but what came out was black water. The guard asked the owner of the farm where the cows had been grazed recently. When the ranch owner answered him, the guard was very surprised. She decided to go to the doctor. Soon after the ranch owner left his son, they run to the storeroom and find a sword with a strange seal. After going far away, finally the ranch owner and the guards return to the village. But Trang village has been destroyed by a huge fire. The fire burned everyone in the village very quickly. They found there was a strange cave. The guards knew only terrifying creatures could dig a cave like this. He told the ranch owner to come back and tell everyone the news first. The guard will go investigate the cave. The guards started to find traces of the beastman in the small cave. Very quickly, he found traces of the beastman. At the same time, the beastman started walking towards him from the cave entrance. He quickly ran deep inside. The deeper the cave, the narrower. He could only drag his body little by little. After climbing out of the narrow cave entrance, he fell into the lake. He quickly swam to the shore. He took out his gun for self-defense, then looked at the water in the lake with fear. He knew the beastman was down there. The bubbles are getting bigger and bigger. He was getting more and more depressed. But he was pulled into the bushes behind. The boy in the village kept banging on the hard wooden floor. He thought there was a mouse under the wood. The wooden floor was broken and revealed a cave. The boy gently walked over to look for the mouse. Unexpectedly, in the cave appeared a strange eye. Then the mother also came back. After telling the people in the village, he hastily wanted to take his son away. The scene at home scared him. The woman headed for the cave to look for her son. He also informed that the beastman had entered the village. The ranch owner thought his son had been abused. He didn't know that Sio was hiding in the closet. He poked his head. Before asking his son a question, he was immediately pulled inside. That action immediately caught the attention of the monsters. The woman hid from a small gap. He could see every move of the monster. It was both shocking and frightening. Animals with long nails and sharp teeth. He also wears a mask on his head. Before he could see clearly, the beast man had disappeared from his sight. Unbeknownst to him, the next second, the beast man was completely annoyed. He took off his mask and prepared to attack Sio. The ranch owner saw this. He didn't hesitate to take a knife and hastily stabbed the monster. Before the monster could recover, a rope appeared from upstairs. Use the rope to control the beastman. But then the rope broke again. Seeing his son about to be caught by a beastman, the woman holding the knife shouted loudly and slashed at the monster. The farm owner defeated the monster. He immediately go and tell the people in the village to leave quickly. After all, it was unknown how many ferocious monsters had come to the village. At the same time, Sio, who was packing his things, took out his dagger. The boy curiously looked at the mark on it. The blood from the boy's wound began to flow out, slowly becoming one with the dagger. Under the black smoke, the dagger gradually returned to its original form. The scene before his eyes caught the boy's attention. Until the sword is completely restored to its original state, the mother and daughter together with the villagers began to leave. On the other hand, the girl was standing near the fire pit made by the meteorite. The girl was about to step forward to take a closer look at the situation, but she slipped and fell. Little girl lying in the fire pit. But the temperature here is not high. His hand reached out to touch the old man lying nearby. The desperate old man grabbed his hand and started to groan in pain. The surrounding rock also started to rise strangely. Not long after, the fire pit suddenly disappeared, and because he lost his strength, he fell again. But now the fire is back. Fire on the ground has no temperature. That fire only appeared when the old man fainted. This meant he hoped that someone would find him. Then they found a stroller. Prepare to take the man to safety. They took the old man under a big tree. On the second day, a mystic saw strange letters written on the stone. Heard the girl coming. He shouted again. The surrounding trees also began to tilt. The girl is still trying to explain that they saved her. At this time, the strong winds began to calm down. The mystic took the food from his hand and began to devour it. At night, mystics recite strange things to the starry sky. The girls went to see him. The mystic turned to look at the two children. Then the lantern in his hand began to shake violently. Eventually it fell to the ground and turned into thousands of fireflies. The mystic said something to the fireflies, and then ordered them to fly into the night. A woman is swimming in the wide ocean. Now he seemed to have sensed it. If there was danger behind him, he took out a dagger. Suddenly in the fog, a sailboat appeared. The good guys on the boat saw him and pulled him up. These people have been floating on the ship for a long time. Now in the thick fog, they saw an even bigger boat. They started waving, endlessly asking for help. But this time there was no fuss. His sixth sense told him that there was no ship ahead. By the time the monster approached, it was already too late. The monster's fin hit their boat directly. The black man on the ship thought that the woman had summoned the monster, so he pushed it into the sea. Now the shape of the monster could be seen. He seemed very familiar with this huge monster. The monster turned and swam towards them. Luckily he was pushed into the water, so he didn't become the monster's lunch, while the monsters were enjoying the others. The woman bravely swam forward. The monster will eat a full meal. When he looked back, the monster had disappeared into the mist. Then he looked ahead again. A wooden raft has just appeared. When the monster attacked, the boy got off the ship just in time to save it. A wooden raft hadn't gone far when he found this woman. On the raft, the woman began to chat with a man whose name is also unknown. After being attacked by monsters, they must flee to a new place to live, and also look for the whereabouts of people. This makes him very excited to meet people. The beast man in the South Midlands did not finish his sentence. Loud thunder echoed in the sky between the two of them. They realized that they would be in danger. The big waves seemed to swallow them whole. The two of them clung to the strings on the raft until the storm subsided. Early morning on the second day, the two tired people slept all night on the wooden raft. At this moment, a shadow approached him. He wakes up and finds out this is a great ship that has come to save them.